Your sacrifices, your commitment, and for keeping us safe. Thank you.
Morgan Gutierrez batting in the 7th spot, Madi Margaro. In the 8th spot, Tori Rhea, and in the 9th spot, Juliana Del Luna. That's the starting lineup. That's the starting lineup for the Incarnate Word Shamrocks. We are getting set for some softball. Here in San Benito, Texas, the Lady Greyhounds starting lineup being introduced. We're going to take a quick break. The national anthem coming up next, and we will get the starting lineup for the Lady Greyhounds here on Real Sports Live.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number one.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford. What is Truck Month? It's when all the trucks are discounted the most because Hacienda Ford knows whether you're hauling tools to the job site, hauling the kids to practice, or simply hauling ass. Hacienda Ford has the truck for you. With over 300 Ford trucks in stock, you can quit dreaming about the Ford truck you've always wanted and wake up and drive it. Hacienda Ford Truck Month. Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Mello's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live on a Wednesday evening. First pitch set for 6 o'clock, running a little bit behind schedule, but nonetheless. So it's a Wednesday evening, and we got some softball lined up for you. Not your traditional scheduled games. Of course, games are always on Tuesdays and Fridays. But with the Shamrocks having their spring break this week, that allowed them to come down south and take on the Lady Greyhounds. Of course, spring break starts next week for a majority of the schools here in the Rio Grande Valley. So next week, we already have games lined up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on my schedule, and along with probably Thursday. And then there most likely won't be games on Friday. I know in my time, the schedule sort of flip-flop during that spring break week. We get doubleheaders. You get games at 10 a.m. You get games a little bit earlier than usual. But, again, a Wednesday evening matchup between the Incarnate Ward Shamrocks And the San Benito Lady Greyhounds taking the field are the Lady Greyhounds in their white uniforms, purple pants. Let's meet the starting defense for Denise Liraz's club. In center field, Kate Garza. In right field, Robin Gonzalez. And in left field, Elisa Rubio. That's the starting outfield for the Lady Hounds. Up the middle for San Benito, shortstop Bethany Aguilar. She's the shortstop. Playing second base, Julissa Garcia. At first base, the senior Gadi Cisneros. At third base, it will be Emily Delgado, the freshman. In the circle for San Benito, Janessa Silva. She'll be towing the rubber. Calling the balls and strikes for the Lady Hounds will be Jordan Ramos. As we are getting set for some softball here. We're on the brink of district play. Friday night, I will be at the San Benito Harlingen High game. That game will kick off District 32 6A. That is one of 3 softball games, or potentially 3 softball games we have on the schedule. The second one will be Brownsville Veterans and Mercedes. Those 2 teams looking to head into Friday's matchup for an early district supremacy, so to speak. Brownsville Veterans winning that district these last couple of years, and Mercedes playing some really good softball. So plenty of softball coming on the way here on Real Sports Live. Last night we had a good one. We had Harlingen South take on the Lyford Lady Bulldogs, and via our Real Sports Live's rankings, we had the number 3 team, Harlingen South, beat the number 1 team, the Lyford Lady Bulldogs, and counted. We had about 7,000 viewers on that game last night at Harlingen South until we had to pull the game upon the coach's requests. So softball is in full swing here in San Benito. We're getting set for this non-district matchup. Again, the Lady Hounds, their final game before they start District 32 6A. They were coming off a tournament in which they hosted this past weekend. They won the 3rd place game against Mercedes. They finished in 3rd place. Lyford went on to win that tournament over Sherryland Pioneers. So Janessa Silva towing the rubber for San Benito. Jessica Frosto in the batter's box, batting from the left-handed side of the plate. We got a beautiful view here in San Benito, camped out in right center field. Silva's pitch, and we're underway outside. Silva missing for ball 1, and we are underway from San Benito. A ball and no strikes to the leadoff batter, Jessica Frosto. Garcia, the second baseman. Aguilar, the shortstop, the middle infield for the Lady Hounds. This one's popped up to Delgado. She'll call it off, make the grab. Just like that. Frosto retired in 2 pitches. This brings up Zoe Acosta to the batter's box, batting second in the order. Sienna Rodriguez waiting in the on-deck circle. 6:08 on my watch at first pitch. And again, Friday night, we will see these Lady Hounds again as they take on Harlingen High, a team that was starting to turn some heads throughout this preseason. Silva's first pitch missing for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Sienna Rodriguez waiting in the on-deck circle. Kate Garza, the center fielder. Robin Gonzalez out in right. And Elisa Bruvio, the left fielder. Silva misses on that pitch. 2 balls and no strikes to the batter, Acosta. Here's the 2-0. That pitch missing high and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Edinburgh Vela picked up their district opening win against Edinburgh North last night in 31-6A. Westlaco also picked up a win against Edinburgh Economides. Rio Hondo in Class 4A, they got a 3-2 win against Zapata. That pitch missing low, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Acosta draws the 4-pitch walk with 1 out. She'll be the base runner on first. Sienna Rodriguez comes to the plate. She's the shortstop. Now the middle infield going to play back, double play depth here. Not a cloud in the sky, and it's a sunny afternoon here in San Benito, Texas. Not the hottest of days, but the wind is certainly out. Just a beautiful afternoon for some softball here in San Benito. A runner on first here in the top of the first inning. Silva fires in a strike. Janessa Silva, otherwise known as JK in the clubhouse, steps in the circle. Wearing the number 1, San Benito breaking out the white uniforms with the purple pants. With San Benito, the SB written on the back. Right back to the pitcher, Silva. Gets the out at first. Acosta advances to second. Two outs now in the inning. Barida digs into the box, batting cleanup for Incarnate Word High School. Carla Hernandez in the on-deck circle. Silva's pitch misses upstairs. For ball 1. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Either that might be from around the valley or in the San Antonio area. Some of the fans that couldn't make the trip. It's the middle of the week. That's understandable. It's about a 4-hour trip from here to San Antonio. Here's the 1-0 from Silva. Chopper to the shortstop, Aguilar backhands it over to first and in time for the 6-3 putout. Shamrocks strand 1 midway through the first. No score. San Benito due up next here on Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Progreso, Lozano, Rangerville, and Rancho Viejo. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Kevin Nara, Rudy Zamaripa out here at the ballpark on a sunny Wednesday evening in San Benito, Texas. And Rudy just reminded me that the daylight savings time is we're going to get a little bit of Mr. Sun here for at least a couple more innings. And we're looking directly into the sun. But nonetheless, let's meet the starting lineup for the Lady Greyhounds. Leading it off, Kate Garza batting second. Julissa Garcia in the third spot. Gadi Cisneros batting cleanup. Emily Delgado batting fifth. Jordan Ramos in the sixth hole. Faith Rodriguez batting seventh. Bethany Aguilar in the eighth hole. That's going to be A fair ball. Kate Garza is going to round first, headed for second. Stand-up double for Kate Garza. It's exactly how Garza wanted to get this game underway. A leadoff double for the center fielder. Batting eighth, Robin Gonzalez. Batting ninth, Alyssa Rubio. That's the starting lineup for Coach Denise Lida's club. Just like that, a runner in scoring position. Julissa Garcia comes to the plate. Expect a bunt here. Coach Lida likes to play the small ball here with the Lady Hounds. And there it is, laying down the sacrifice. That one rolls foul. No balls and a strike. Got a fan tuning in from Converse, Texas. Shout out to Eloy Pacheco. Tuning into the game on a Wednesday evening. Why not? It's at the 6 o'clock hour. Majority of the folks are either on the ride home or they're already home. Tuning into some softball. Thanks for watching. No balls and a strike. Garza on second. Here's the 0-1. Garcia lays down the bunt. Over to first. And the sacrifice is in order. Now this brings up Gotti Cincinnati, who was a nightmare for opposing pitching in this past weekend's tournament. Gotti Cincinnati swatted 4 home runs on the opening day of the tournament, 2 against Lyford, 2 against Mercedes, and then she hit her 5th home run on Friday against Sherryland Pioneer. And we are right in home run alley, so, and with this wind blowing out and the way it is, out straight center, right center field. First pitch is a strike to Cisneros. She received all tournament honors for her efforts. Morgan Gutierrez towing the rubber for Incarnate Word. Gets ahead of the hitter. Here's the 0-1. That pitch missing for a ball and a strike. Mene Parida calling the balls and strikes. She's the catcher for the Shamrocks. Up the middle, Jessica Frosto, the second baseman. Sienna Rodriguez is the shortstop wearing the number 42. That's the middle infield. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Cincinnati's behind in the count. Juliana De Luna, the left fielder. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout.
Out number 2 for the Lady Hounds. Bringing up now, 4th batter, number 20, and at 3rd base tonight, Emily Delgado.
Gutierrez records her first strikeout of the afternoon, and it's a big one. Garza still on third. This brings up the freshman Emily Delgado. Gutierrez missing for ball 1. Delgado the batter. He's one of 4 freshmen listed on this roster. 4 freshmen and 4 sophomores for San Benito in a very young club who's, we're going to check that. At first pitch was in fact a strike. Scoreboard had it flipped. Second pitch was high for a ball, so the count goes even, a ball and a strike. Scoreboard's here to our left. 190 in right field, both right and left. It's definitely a hitter's park. Sharply hit ground ball picked by the shortstop over to first. Safe at first, ball in and out of the glove, which would have been the 3rd out of the inning. So a run's going to come in and score. San Benito is going to take advantage of the Incarnate Word error.
Number 15, protecting home plate tonight, Jordan Ramos for the Lady Hounds.
That's a tough break there for the Shamrocks.
2 outs.
Magaro, the first baseman, ball went in and out of her glove and would have been the 3rd out of the inning. The inning will continue. Garza scores from 3rd. Delgado safe at first on the E3. Jordan Ramos comes to the plate. She's the starting catcher. She's a junior. Pitch missing, low for a ball and no strikes. Sienna Rodriguez, the shortstop, made a good play deep in the hole, and the throw was on time. Those plays are not easy to make when you're deep in the hole as a shortstop. Here's the 1-0. Ramos takes that in for strike one, a ball and a strike. Big swing and miss. A ball and 2 strikes now to Ramos. Faith Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. Gutierrez 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 1-2 hit the other way, foul. Count will stay at 1-2. Last year, the Shamrocks did make their trip to San Benito, and they traditionally have made it a tour. They'll take on Harlingen, they'll take on Los Fresnos, take on San Benito, Edinburgh North. It's in the dirt, count runs even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Connor Word got the best of San Benito last year here at home during spring break. San Benito looking to avenge last year's loss. Before the Lady Hounds jump into district play, they start off with Harlingen High. That pitch just missing. Good eye from Ramos. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That game will be at Harlingen High at the Keys Academy. A 3-2 on the way to Ramos. Hard hit ball, but foul off the netting. Count will stick at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. She's the designated player. Bethany Aguilar, the freshman, waits in the hole. She's batting 7th. The 3-2 pitch. We'll try it again. Gutierrez trying to get out of the inning, just allowing that 1 unearned run. Sharply hit ball down the first base side and foul, and we'll do it again. Last night we had that blockbuster matchup between Harlingen South and Lyford, number 3 versus number 1. We had the heavy hitters come out early. Lyford struck first with 3 runs. South answered with 2 of their own. Eliana Salcedo hit a laser over the left field wall to tie it at 3. Ramos gets a piece of that one. She stays alive, 3-2. Lyford battled back, took a 4-3 lead, and then after that it was all Harlingen South. What made the difference was that 5-run frame for the Lady Hawks. Both Ileana Salcedo and Quintana Muñiz coming up with some big hits in that ball game. Just a lot of speed in that game. Harlingen South getting a much-needed win. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Called strike 3 looking. Gutierrez gets herself out of the jam. We've played 1 as we head to the second. San Benito leads 1-0 on Rio Sports Live.
Come and enjoy 2 full days of Texas Fest on March 13 and 14 at the San Benito Fairgrounds. Experience the Battle of the Alamo. See the fabulous Grammy winner Erida Reina Yavante and legendary Jaime de Anda, plus Los Garcia Brothers, Sereno, H3, Grupo Ácido, huge car show, market days, and join the IBCA State Championship Cook-Off. Take in Native Indian, Folklorico, and Aztec dancers, Reyes dancing horses, and rock climbing wall and games. Don't miss Texas Fest in San Benito.
This game is brought to you in part by the concession stand in Santa Rosa. a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
Hi, thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Real Night City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford. What is Truck Month? It's when all the trucks are discounted the most, because Hacienda Ford knows whether you're hauling tools to the job site, hauling the kids to practice, or simply hauling ass. Hacienda Ford has the truck for you. With over 300 Ford trucks in stock, you can quit dreaming about the Ford truck you've always wanted and wake up and drive it. Hacienda Ford Truck Month. Hacienda has it.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the second inning, 1-0, San Benito with the lead. Carlo Hernandez leading it off for Incarnate Word. A ball and no strikes to kick off the top of the second inning. Janessa Silva in the circle for San Benito. Up the middle, Bethany Aguilar, the shortstop. Julissa Garcia is the second baseman. Gotti Cisneros over at first. Emily Delgado at third. Jordan Ramos calling the balls and strikes. That's the starting infield in case you're just tuning in here on Real Sports Live. Sun starting to peak down just a little bit. A ball and a strike. Kate Garza right to our left, the center fielder. Robin Gonzalez, the right fielder. Elisa Rubio patrolling left field. Ball and a strike to Carla Hernandez. Silva pumping in a strike two call. No ball, or 1 ball and 2 strikes. San Benito able to get the first run on the board in the bottom half of the first. On an error from Maddie Magaro, the first baseman. Ball went in and out of her glove. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. It's going to be a leadoff single for Incarnate Word. So the Shamrocks have the lead runner on. Morgan Gutierrez, the pitcher. We'll dig into the box. Pretty healthy crowd on hand here in San Benito. And the Lady Hounds had just hosted a 3-day tournament over this past weekend. We were here for that all 3 days. We were able to broadcast 10 of the 12 games that happened here at San Benito. And the unique thing about this past weekend's tournament here in San Benito was that all the games were 7 innings. The games were not timed. And it was a perfect measuring stick for some teams to really test their endurance. A lot of these teams had been playing in tournament play, and they were limited to 90-minute games. (1-0) on the way. This one's hit the other way, foul, a ball and a strike. Now that the tournament is in the rearview mirror, I came out of that tournament thinking Lyford won the tournament, yes, and was arguably projected to win that tournament, but I think the winner of that tournament coming out of it was Sharyland Pioneer and the things they were able to do. Rise ball upstairs, swing and miss. The runner now chasing for second. Sliding in safely is Hernandez. She'll put herself in scoring position. A ball and 2 strikes. You know, Pioneer came into that tournament having wins against Harlingen South. And then they wound up beating San Benito. That Friday afternoon game, 11-5, they did it pretty decisively. They were able to beat Mercedes as well in extra innings, and Carissa Lopez, the freshman shortstop, certainly had herself a tournament. Aisa Casanova, the lefty sophomore, certainly showed a lot of grit in that tournament. They got a couple of nice wins underneath their belt. They're getting underway with district play are the Lady Diamondbacks. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Easy play for Silva, 2 down. Excuse me, there's 1 down. One down in the inning, that was my bad. Rudy, I think, just called a home run. Yeah, he said, I'm calling it here. Rudy's gonna call his shot. This brings up the batter, Maddie Margado, the first baseman. Fouls that one back for a strike. Overall, a healthy tournament. A lot of competitive teams, and all the games were close. Mercedes, a team who was hampered by injuries early on in the year. They're starting to find their form. They picked up a district win last night. San Benito, another team, was a lot of youth, did a little bit of growing up over the weekend. We learned a lot about Pioneer and what they can do in their athleticism, and Lyford came in and swept the tournament, went 5-0. Here's the 0-1. Trying to lay down the bunt. No balls and 2 strikes. Rio Hondo, another team. They got a big win last night against Zapata. They went 0-for-5 in tournament play, but were able to right the ship quickly. Nayeli Garcia, the senior, went the distance, allowing just 1 hit in the 3-2 win at home against Zapata. Called strike 3 looking. Silva gets the punch out, 2 down in the inning.
Brings up now number 33,
Tori Rea, now the batter, batting 8th in the order. After surrendering the leadoff single to Hernandez, Silva settled in quite well, retiring both the 6th and 7th batter. She's retired 2 straight, and 4 out of the last 5. Here's the first pitch. Silva finding the river for strike 1. So we're approaching spring break, and for most folks, we'll be going on vacation. Not for us. That means we are in the thick of softball and baseball. 0-1 on the way. Silva delivers. That pitch missing high for a ball. What spring break basically means is you're going to get a bunch of softball games bundled up into a couple of days. As many as a couple double headers on Wednesday. I know Rio Hondo travels to Port Isabel. Both teams looking to be 3-0 at that point. At least that's what the expectation is. Here's the 1-1. Two balls and a strike. First things first here in San Benito. Friday we'll get ready for San Benito and Harlingen as they kick off 32 6A play. Another big game on the slate. Los Fresnos and Harlingen South. That'll be a lot of fun. Monday will be a good one. Lyford at Los Fresnos. Swing and a miss. The count runs even. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
number 33, Tori Rea, at bat for the Shamrocks.
2-2 pitch on the way. Silva looking to get out of the second inning unscathed, and a called strike 3 gets her looking on the outside corner. Silva allows the leadoff single, then retires the next 3 batters she faces. Midway through the second, San Benito leads 1-0 on Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Bottom of the second inning. 6-7-8, bottom half of the order due up. For the Lady Greyhounds, Faith Rodriguez, the designated player, digs into the box, batting from the left-handed side of the plate. 1-0 ball game. San Benito got the first run back in the first inning. And Gutierrez quickly gets ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Bethany Aguilar in the on-deck circle. The 0-2 chopper to the shortstop. Picked over to first. Not in time. An infield single for Rodriguez. Gets the inning going. Bethany Aguilar, the shortstop, will now come to the plate for the first time tonight. Aguilar, who's off to a strong start in her freshman campaign. Definitely showed off the leather in this weekend's tournament. Showed off some serious range.
Strike number 1.
Again, one of 8 freshman and sophomore class combined on this roster for Coach Lita's club. Well, it's got to be one of the more younger teams I've covered here in San Benito in my time. I've covered plenty of Greyhound softball games. Here's the 0-1 from Gutierrez, laying down the bunt. And it's playable. The sacrifice is in order.
Out at first for out number 1. Now before number 10, Faith Rodriguez advances to second base.
So 1 out in the inning. Aguilar executes the sacrifice bunt. This brings up Robin Gonzalez. Elisa Bruvio in the on-deck circle. Be sure to follow us on the social media sites at Rio Sports Live on Twitter and Instagram. Give us a like on Facebook.
Out number 2.
So the the batter's called out. Tried to lay down the bunt, but it went off the batter, so she's called out. So just like that, there's 2 outs in the inning. Rubio, the batter. So Faith Rodriguez led it off with a single. She's aboard on second. Now back-to-back outs from the Shamrocks. Rubio sees that pitch in for strike 1. Yvette Ramirez says, let's go, Elisa. She's at the plate right now. Mary Cruz rooting for Gadi Cisneros. Nicole Rodriguez rooting for the Shamrocks. A ball and a strike. Mary Cruz says, let's go, Lady Hounds from Bishop, Texas. The batter tried bunting the ball. It went foul and went off of her, so she was called out at the plate by the home plate umpire. Slow ground ball picked by Gutierrez. Easy play over at first. The ball's going to get past the first baseman, and another run's going to come in and score on the error. Rodriguez is going to come around and score on the heads-up base running. That's going to be an error on the throw. Would have been a routine play. Back to the top of the order, Kate Garza, the batter. And it looked to be a routine play for Incarnate Word High School. Gutierrez just had a little bit too much mustard on that throw. The inning will continue. Misses for a ball and no strikes. Both of the runs from San Benito are unearned. A ball and no strikes to the batter, Kate Garza, back to the top of the order. Garza slaps this one the other way. She's 2 for 2. A 2-out single for Kate Garza. Julissa Garcia, now the batter with 2 outs. San Benito with a little bit of a rally here in the bottom of the second. Garcia laid down the sacrifice bunt in her first trip to the plate. Garcia takes that in for strike 1. Gadi Cisneros waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Good eye from Garcia. Count runs even, a ball and a strike. Incarnate Word struggling to get that 3rd out of the inning. They had that 3rd out back in the 1st. Now trying to chase down that elusive 3rd out here in the 2nd inning. Still a 2-0 ball game early in this one. San Benito getting a run in the 1st and a run here in the 2nd so far. They have some ducks on the pond. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. Here's the 2-1 from Gutierrez. Chopper picked by the 3rd baseman over to first. In time for the 5-3 putout. Gutierrez wiggles out of the jam. We've played 2 as we head to the 3rd. 2-0 San Benito on Rio Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the third inning here at San Benito High School. Juliana De Luna leading it off, 9-1-2. The order due up for the Shamrocks. Janessa Silva towing the rubber for the Lady Hounds. First pitch high for a ball. A ball and no strikes. A run in the first and a run in the second inning for the Lady Hounds. They have the 2-0 lead. Pitch misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Spoke with Incarnate Word before the game and sent the coaches the link for the game so they could send back to the family and friends back in San Antonio, whoever couldn't make the trip. And it's quite understandable. It's a middle of the week. Majority of the families are working, and I've done it before where I made a trip up to San Antonio to go cover a game and make the trip back in the same day. It can be tiring. As a matter of fact, it was when Santa Rosa made state a couple years ago. Rudy likes that. Rudy's a Santa Rosa product. Woke up that morning, drove up to San Antonio, covered the game, and drove back down. Wasn't the hardest thing in the world, but it was definitely a challenge. Shout out to Lamont Mayberry, tuning in from Corpus Christi, Texas. Leadoff walk to De Luna. J.K. Silva breaking the Cardinal rule and walking the leadoff batter. Flipping back over to the top of the order, Jessica Frosto comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a pop-up to Emily Delgado, the third baseman. Now the Shamrocks have a runner on the base paths. They trail 2-0. First pitch misses for a ball. And again, the sun slowly starting to go down. Here's the 1-0. A half-hearted swing, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 from Silva. It's in for a strike called. Play at second. No play. De Luna slides into second base safely. Puts herself in scoring position. A ball and 2 strikes to Frosto, the leadoff hitter. Zoe Acosta waiting in the on-deck circle. De Luna, the third base runner for Incarnate Word here this evening. Here's the 1-2, off speed in the dirt. Good stop by Ramos. Quickly gets up and checks the runner. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now time called. So what's on tap here on Rio Sports Live tonight? We got San Benito and Incarnate Word. A little special treat for you on a Wednesday evening. Not every day that we get some Wednesday softball. And then we have San Benito, the outfielders, here chatting it up just a little bit, pointing to the flag. The flag's blowing out. Expectation is that the ball will eventually fly. That was what we saw last night at Harlingen South. And we'll have Harlingen San Benito on Friday. Mark Molina scheduled to go down and watch or cover Brownsville Veterans and Mercedes. And then we're going to jump into spring break action, and that means you're talking full-on softball and baseball throughout the week, and start getting some schedule changes on how early some of these games start. Teams playing on Wednesdays. This one's popped up to Delgado, gives chase, and that's off the top of the dugout. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I remember over these last few years while I was at the paper, you could cover up to as many as 2 games in a day. I think last year, 5-6 games in 3 days. That busy spring break schedule. And I know some coaches like to move up their games to a Thursday. Coaches and kids like to have that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I know when I played baseball, we would move our games around and we would have that 3-day weekend. Then you're talking about you're dipping into the final few months of the season, and it's just pedal to the metal district play, and you get to the real meat and potatoes of the softball season. The 3-2 pitch, they're going to check, didn't go, and that's going to be a walk to the batter, Frosto. Now Silva has walked the first 2 batters she faced. In a bit of a jam here in the top of the 3rd inning, Zoe Acosta, she comes to the plate. Runners on first and second. Still nobody down. And a golden opportunity for Incarnate Word to get on the scoreboard. Acosta drew a walk and was stranded on second back in the 1st inning. Sienna Rodriguez awaits in the on-deck circle. First pitch swinging's fouled back. Just a little late on that swing. That's the one she wanted. Silva challenged her with a fastball. Sharply hit ball, picked by Aguilar at the shortstop. Play at third. Delgado in and out of her glove, and the bases are going to be loaded. De Luna advances to third. Frosto to second. Acosta safe on the fielder's choice. Aguilar did as good a job as she could. Now they're going to call time in the circle. That ball gets past Aguilar. They score 1, maybe 2. But Aguilar did everything she could to keep that ball in front of her. She did that. She made the closest play to her was at third. The throw was a little offline. Delgado unable to haul it in. And everyone is safe, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Here in the top of the third. And you got the heart of the order. 3-batter, Sienna Rodriguez at the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Silva in the first inning. Then Parida, the cleanup batter, follows. So the big opportunity here for the Shamrocks to climb their way back into this ball game. Nobody aboard, middle infield playing back. You can go any base here. Sharply hit ball on the first pitch she sees, and that's going to get in and out of the glove of Garza. That's going to score runs. That's going to score 2, and the bases are going to clear. And just like that, Incarnate Word takes a 3-2 lead. On the RBI single from Sienna Rodriguez. Parida now the batter. On my book, I'm still nobody out in the inning. The ball came straight to Kate Garza, went in and out of her glove and got past her. So I'm crediting it the RBI single and crediting 2 RBIs to Rodriguez, the third one on the air. Rodriguez advanced to second on the throw. Here's the 1-0. That one finding the strike zone. A ball and a strike, and the Shamrocks coming up clutch with Rodriguez's bat. Clears the bases. They lead 3-2 with nobody down. A ball and a strike to Parida, the cleanup hitter. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Aguilar, the shortstop, in the first inning. Silva winds and delivers. Back-to-back strikes, a ball and 2 strikes. Silva looking to record the first out of the inning. Silva walked the leadoff batter, De Luna. She bats 9th. That allowed the lineup to get flipped over to the top of the order. Silva then walked Frosto. Then Acosta got on a fielder's choice when everyone was safe, and Rodriguez cleared the bases, tallying a pair of RBIs to her stat sheet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch here from Silva. Carla Hernandez waiting in the on-deck circle. She bats 5th. The 2-2 low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 7 o'clock on my watch. Here's the 3-2, and picked by the shortstop Aguilar for the first out of the inning. Carla Hernandez now the batter. One down in the inning. Hernandez is 1 for 1. Showing bunt. Throw over to third. Not in time. And now the runner will advance to third. No one covering third. And here's the throw. Play at the plate. Here's the tag. Out at the plate. Kate Garza with the assist. An aggressive send there from Incarnate Word, and just like that, there's 2 outs. Rodriguez got caught in the middle between second and third. No one was covering third. So Garza with a quick heads-up play fired that into home. Jordan Ramos applied the tag. Silva's ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. That could be a big spot here in this ball game. Picked by the shortstop. Aguilar throws over to first, in and out of the glove of Gary Cisneros. That's going to be an E3. Gutierrez now will be the batter, so a quick timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. After the error, Hernandez will be aboard on second. Morgan Gutierrez, the batter, batting 6. She's 0 for 1 with a pop-up to Janessa Silva in the second inning. Lady Hounds looking to limit the damage here on the 3-run frame from the Shamrocks. Swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Top of the third here in San Benito. Caponaro alongside Rudy Zamaripa. He's sitting comfortable in a chair up here in right center field. Or rather left center, excuse me. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. In for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morgan Gutierrez at the plate. Called strike 3 looking. Out number 3, midway through the third. Shamrock answers with a 3-run frame. They lead 3-2 here on Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Go!
enjoy 2 full days of Texas Fest on March 13 and 14 at the San Benito Fairgrounds. Experience the Battle of the Alamo. See the fabulous Grammy winner Eddie the Reina Yavante and legendary Jaime de Anda, plus Los Garcia Brothers, Sereno, H3, Grupo Ácido, huge car show, market days, and join the IBCA State Championship Cook-Off. Take in native Indian, folklorico, and Aztec dancers, Reyes dancing horses, and rock climbing wall and games. Don't miss Texas Fest in San Benito.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live, bottom of the 3rd inning. Shamrocks taking their first lead of the night. They lead 3-2, 3 runs in the top half of the frame. Middle of the order coming up for the Lady Greyhounds. Scotty Cisneros leading it off. Emily Delgado in the on-deck circle. Cisneros 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 1st inning. Gutierrez got her chasing on the off-speed. Here's the 1-0. This one hit hard the other way but foul. A ball and a strike. On a cool evening here in San Benito. A fan made a comment earlier that it does look windy, and it is windy here. And again, the flag here right to my left, blowing out. Cisneros chased that one upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes. So the wind is favoring these right-handed hitters. Ball will definitely have some carry to it. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Cisneros. The Lady Hounds trail by 1 here, 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Cisneros down for the 2nd time tonight on strikes. Brings up Emily Delgado. 1 down in the inning, reached on an error in her first trip to the plate. Jordan Ramos in the on-deck circle. Pitch missing low for a ball. A ball and no strikes. Good eye from Ramos. Takes that for a ball 2. Ramos also coming off a strong tournament this past weekend. Hit a home run against Rio Hondo. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's going to be a 1-out single from Jordan Ramos. So Delgado gets aboard on the 1-out single. This brings up Ramos, who's in the on-deck circle. We were just talking about her and the tournament she put together. Delgado, the freshman, on first. She too had herself a strong tournament. Really starting to turn some heads in both the circle and at third. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. No balls and a strike. That's outside for a ball and one strike. Here's the 1-1. Takes that pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. So a timeout on the field. 2 balls and a strike, 1 down and a runner on first. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Cougars, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 2 balls and a strike. Two 2-1 pitch, in for strike 2 looking. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way to Ramos. Takes that outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the batter, Jordan Ramos. Three, 2 on the way. Ramos fouls that one back. Count remains full, 3-2. Rudy's starting to get into the chants. I don't blame him. It's one of the better things about softball is the chants. Rudy's starting to get accustomed to that real quick here. The more he comes out to the softball games, the more the chants they just kind of come natural to you, and you kind of pick them up on yourself. You pick them up on yourself, really. Ramos draws the walk. She'll go to first, Delgado the second. Now a courtesy runner in the game for San Benito. Clarissa Cavazos, the courtesy runner in for the catcher, Jordan Ramos. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss for a strike. Runners on first and second. Delgado on second, Ramos on first. Faith Rodriguez, the designated player, she's at the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Ball hit hard the other way, heads up in the dugout. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. The tying run is on second for San Benito. That's Delgado. Ramos, the go-ahead run. She got aboard, and now the courtesy runner in the game is Clarissa Cavazos. She's running for Ramos. That pitch outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to the second baseman. In and out of the glove. Play over at first. And out at first. A bang-bang play over on the first base side. Jessica Frosto, the second baseman, quickly got it back in time for out number 2. Runners will be on second and third. 2 outs in the inning. This brings up the batter, Beth Aguilar. She put down the sacrifice in her first trip to the plate in the second inning. First pitch misses for a ball. Big spot here for San Benito. They trail 3-2 in the bottom of the third. In a lengthy ball game so far. Still just in the third inning. Both runners on scoring position. Ball picked by the shortstop over to first, and the pick out at first. How about that play? Sienna Rodriguez, the shortstop, made a diving stop, threw over to first. Coach Lita's going to have them check. How about that play to end the inning? The umpire is having a chat. Safe at first. They're going to overturn the call. She was off the bag. So a runner's going to score. Runners are going to be on first and third. We're going to have a tie game. Now Incarnate Word's going to want to have a chat, but they're going to overturn the call. Delgado is going to score from third. We're going to be tied at 3. Cavazos, the courtesy runner, is going to be on third. Bethany Aguilar is going to leg out that infield single. She'll get an RBI. Runners on the corners, first and third, and just like that, we're tied. And a bang-bang play over at first. The original call, she was out. Coach Lita asked for some help. And a savvy move from the veteran coach, Denise Lita from San Benito. Robin Gonzalez now digs into the box. She reached on an error back in the second inning. She's ahead in the count early, a ball and no strikes. Elisa Rubio in the on-deck circle. Count runs even now, a ball and a strike. San Benito ties it up on the infield single from Bethany Aguilar, scoring Delgado from third. Cavazos, the courtesy runner, on third. Aguilar on first. Runners on the corners for San Benito. Gutierrez pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. 2 down. Two one on the way. That pitch down the middle. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild on the board. 2 runners on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third inning. will stay at 2-2. Robin Gonzalez, the batter. Rubio in the on-deck circle. 9-1-2, the order due up. No one warming up for San Benito in the pen, so Janessa Silva will head back out into the circle for San Benito when we head to the 4th inning. Called strike 3 looking. Gutierrez gets out of the inning. We head to the 4th, all tied up on 3 here on Rio Sports Live.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford. What is Truck Month? It's when all the trucks are discounted the most, because Hacienda Ford knows whether you're hauling tools to the job site, hauling the kids to practice, or simply hauling ass. Hacienda Ford has the truck for you. With over 300 Ford trucks in stock, you can quit dreaming about the Ford truck you've always wanted and wake up and drive it. Hacienda Ford Truck Month. Hacienda has it.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're DJ Southwest Avenida. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the 4th, we're all tied at 3. Kevin Naro on the call along with Rudy Zamaripa manning the camera. Janessa Silva back in the circle for the Lady Hounds. First pitch missing for a ball. Some fans asking, when are you going to cover this team? When are you going to cover that team? Well, I'll tell you what, we're coming, and we're coming quick. A lot of folks wanting their team to get some coverage. And one thing that the folks have to keep in mind, we just wrapped up basketball season. A leadoff single for Magaro. She's 1 for 2. Tori Rea now the batter, batting 8th in the order. Juliana De Luna in the on-deck circle. We had 4 games on Friday basketball, the regional tournament. 4 from the Valley. I know we had some extended coverage, but Rudy says 5. So we had 4 crews, 5 games, all this past weekend, this Friday, up at the regional tournament. And then, of course, over the past couple weeks as well, I was able to stay here and hold down the fort as far as softball went. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we covered the San Benito tournament, and a lot of teams were out of town. I know Weslaco won the Seguin tournament. Ed Calchelso was in Seguin. Harlingen High was in Seguin. Harlingen South was up at Corpus. And we had a big tournament right in front of us in our neighborhood here in San Benito, and we had teams from really each classification. We had Lyford in 3A, we had Rio Hondo in 4A, we had Mercedes and Pioneer out of 5A. That pitch missing outside for a ball and 2 strikes. Then we had San Benito in 6A. So it was a combination of everything from teams from the lower valley to the upper valley. All got covered that tournament. The week before, we were at the Port Isabel Los Fresnos tournament. We covered Sherryland High, we covered Brownswood Rivera, Port Isabel, Rio Hondo, Lyford, Los Fresnos, Sinton. We covered up to as much as 22 different softball teams as Silva gets the strikeout for out number 1. So the coverage is coming. And then now that with basketball season over, we can send some crews out to some baseball games and to some softball games. we're, like I mentioned earlier, we're getting into the meat and potatoes part of the season for some softball as far as district play goes. Baseball a little bit behind. Laying down the bunt, play over to first to Garcia, the second baseman covering. The sacrifice is in order. Two outs now in the inning. Flips back to the top of the order after the sacrifice bunt. Jessica Frosto, the batter, she's 0 for 1 with a fly out to the third baseman Delgado in the first inning, and she drew a walk and scored a run, a part of that 3-run frame. So Frosto will be the batter. And again, Friday, the schedule looks Harlingen, San Benito, District 32 6A kicks off. Brownsville Veterans and Mercedes, and I'm pretty sure Jacob Young will have some soccer action, no telling which direction he's headed. First pitch to Frosto's in the dirt for a ball and no strikes. Two outs in the inning. San Benito's been able to score a run in each of the first 3 innings. Incarnate Word scoring 3 runs in the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th, 3-3 game. San Benito tied it in the bottom of the 3rd. Runner in scoring position for Incarnate Word. This one's hit the other way. Robin Gonzalez on the run, makes the grab, and a beautiful catch. Out number 3. Excuse me, that was Alicia Rubio making the catch. Midway through the 4th, we're all tied up at 3 here on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
When in Poor Man's Field, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Little Rocky theme song music. That got Rudy up and stretching, ready to go. Elisa Rubio, who made that catch out in left field. Leads things off. 9-1-2, the order due up for the Lady Greyhounds. Kevin Aro, Rudy Zamaripa on the call. Gutierrez pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Be sure to follow us on the social media sites at Rio Sports Live on Twitter and Instagram. Give us a like on Facebook. Numbers continuing to grow as we steamroll into the month of March. By the time you know it, we'll be talking softball playoffs, baseball playoffs, soccer playoffs. That's fixing to get underway. Here's the 2-1. Chopper to the pitcher, Gutierrez. Rubio's retired on the 1-3 putout. 1 up and 1 down for Incarnate Word. Back to the top of the order we go. Kate Garza, the batter. She's 2 for 2. A pair of singles, rather a single in the second, a double in the first. She also scored that first run of the game for the Lady Hounds. Garza swinging on the first pitch. High pop up center field. Camping under it. Makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. Incarnate Word's defense stepping up here. Garza retired on 1 pitch. Down in the inning. Julissa Garcia, the batter, laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the first. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That's going to be a 2-out single from Julissa Garcia. That ball snuck through the middle infield and got through the hole.
Garcia advances to first. Brings up now number 13 and at first base tonight.
Big spot here for San Benito. Gotti Cisneros going to be the batter. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swinging on the first pitch. High pop up. There to make the grab in right field for out number 3. Cisneros retired on 1 pitch. Quick bottom half of the 4th as we head to the 5th. We're all tied up at 3 on Rio Sports Live.
Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the 5th inning, merrily we go along in this ball game. Kevin R., Rudy Zamaripa on the camera, camped out here in left center field in a beautiful view here in San Benito, Texas. Got some fans tuning in from Fort Worth. Plenty of fans tuning in for both teams, the Shamrocks and the Lady Hounds. First pitch fouled back for strike one. 2-3-4, the order due up for Incarnate Word High School. Zoe Acosta leading it off. She's batting second. Drew a walk in her first trip to the plate. Back in the 3rd inning, she reached on a fielder's choice and later scored a run. 3-3 ball game. Here in the top of the 5th, no balls and a strike to Acosta. Janessa Silva back in the circle for the Lady Hounds. Pitch missing for a ball and a strike. So let us know where you're tuning in from. That one fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. Silva ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one hit the other way. Acosta, she's going to be out. Julissa Garcia made the catch. One up and 1 down. Sienna Rodriguez now the batter, swinging on the first pitch, popped up. Ramos giving chase, hauls it in, and just like that, 2 outs in the inning. Jordan Ramos hauling that one in. Handshakes and high fives to go around for the Lady Hounds. Both Silva and Gutierrez starting to settle in and find their groove here in this ball game in the latter half of the game. We're in the 5th. Gutierrez was able to get through the Lady Hounds order with no problem. Silva answering with a good start here. Shortstop Aguilar over and in time for out number 3. Midway through the 5th, you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 4, 5, 6, teeth of the order coming up for the Lady Hounds. Bottom of the 5th inning. Emily Delgado leading it off. Delgado quickly ahead in the count early. A ball and no strikes. Gutierrez back in the circle. Coach Ram Partida here to our right, checking out the ball game. In the dirt for ball 2. Over the PA announcing just about what the heck is going on right behind us, or right in front of us rather, behind the folks in the stands. They're building the indoor facility. To our left here is Bobby Morrow Stadium here in San Benito. It's going to be quite the venue once it's all said and done. So the parking situation is going to be a little different. For the baseball and softball games, folks are going to be asked to park here in the parking lot at Bobby Morrow, which actually makes quite a shorter walk. Here's a pop-up. There to make the catch for out number 1 is the second baseman, Jessica Frosto. I actually like this better. It's a lot shorter of a walk. Delgado retired on the F4. This brings up Jordan Ramos. Opposed to parking behind the park over in the school parking lot. Over by the gym and by the field house. It's a little bit of a longer walk here. The cars are parked here behind left field. It's a lot shorter of a walk. A ball and no strikes, 1 out, 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th. The 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. Jordan Ramos, the batter, she is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. Drew a walk in the 3rd inning, then was stranded on 3rd. One on the way. Gutierrez pumping that in. A ball and 2 strikes to the batter, Ramos. Faith Rodriguez waiting in the on-deck circle. She's the DP. One, 2 on the way. Delgado retired for the first out of the inning. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Counter run even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way to Ramos. More fans continuing to tune in. Ramos hits this one to center field. There to make the catch for out number 2. Two down in the inning. Faith Rodriguez now the batter. Chopper, and that's going to be back up the middle. That's going to be a 2-out hit. Faith Rodriguez now 2 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the second, grounded out in the third. Rodriguez gets aboard on the 2-out single. Pitch missing high for ball 1. Carla Hernandez, the center fielder, so I cracked the code. That one's popped up, back and out of play. Coach has the left fielder listed twice on the lineup. Both Juliana De Luna in left and Carla Hernandez also the left fielder. So I have to take a peek at the center fielder to catch her number. It's number 19, Carla Hernandez. She's the center fielder. A ball and a strike, 2 down. A ball and a strike to the batter, Bethany Aguilar. Sharply hit ball off the third baseman. No play at first. Both runners are going to be safe on first and second. So Rodriguez on second. She's the go-ahead run. Aguilar on first. This brings up the batter, Robin Gonzalez. Now Coach Lita is going to dig back into her pocket. Megan Cavazos is going to grab a bat. So Cavazos will come to the plate batting for Robin Gonzalez, who is 0 for 2. Runners on first and second. Cavazos swinging on the first pitch and retired on the 5-3 putout. Incarnate Word gets out of the jam as we head to the 6th inning, all tied up on 3 here on Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the 6th inning, 3-3 stalemate here in San Benito, Texas. As I flip my scorebook over to the Shamrock side. 5, 6, 7 up for Incarnate Word High School. Carla Hernandez, the center fielder, leads it off. She's 1 for 1. Janessa Silva fires in the first pitch, swing and miss for strike 1. Hernandez reached on a single in the second and reached on an error in the third inning. She's 1 for 1. Morgan Gutierrez in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Janessa Silva back in the circle. Spins and delivers the pitch. Swung on, past an outstretched glove of Garcia. That's going to be a leadoff single. Trying to stretch it into 2, and she does on the error in the outfield. So Hernandez is credited with the single, advanced to second on the error. Incarnate Word High School liking that from the dugout. Just like that, the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Morgan Gutierrez trying to help out her own cause here. She's the pitcher. She's 0 for 2 with a pop-up in the second and a strikeout in the third. Time called at the plate. Coach Lida giving the signs. First pitch, missing for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to count. Hernandez, the go-ahead runner on second. Here's the 2-0. This one's hit a long way. Center field. Catch by Kate Garza at the warning track. That is a heck of a catch by the center fielder, Kate Garza. The runner will tag up and she'll be up on third. Garza does not make that catch. It's a 4-3 Incarnate Word lead. Magaro now the batter, 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the second. And a single back in the fourth inning. Big spot here for both clubs. We have a substitution, a pinch hitter here for Incarnate Word. This one's popped back, a ball and a strike. Elisa Simmons, the batter. Pinch hitting here for Magaro. So a runner on third. That's the go-ahead run. Hernandez. Garza made a great catch right here in front of us in center field. To hold that run, heads up base running from Hernandez being able to tag up from second to third. And again, if Garza doesn't make that catch, it's a 4-3 game. San Benito's defense looking to buckle down here in the top of the 6th. Sharply hit ball. That's going to score a run. Going to be an RBI single from Simmons. Incarnate Word leads 4-3. So Hernandez scores from third after the leadoff single. Simmons comes off the bench and provides the RBI single that gives Incarnate Word the 4-3 lead. 1 out in the inning. Danny Vargas now the batter. Incarnate Word shuffling their lineup here just a bit in the 6th inning. They lead 4-3. Strike one to the batter, Vargas. One on the way. Silva delivers. This one's hit foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 on the way, 1 down. Vargas, the pinch hitter here. Here's the 0-2. And a good eye. That ball's outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Incarnate Word retaking the lead here in the 6th after the 1-out RBI single from Simmons. She's the lone base runner on first. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Janessa Silva. Two outs now in the inning. Juliana De Luna, the batter. Two outs now in the inning. De Luna, the batter, batting 9th in the order. First pitch missing for a ball and no strikes. One 0 on the way from Silva. Simmons, the lone base runner, on first. San Benito trying to get out of the inning. Just allowing that 1 run. It's going to be 9-1-2, the order due up for San Benito. When we head to the bottom of the 6th, Rubio, Garza, Garcia all due up. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. That one down Main Street. A ball and 2 strikes. De Luna, the batter, she walked in her first trip to the plate back in the 3rd inning and scored a run. Then laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. That one misses upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. That one missing just outside. Ball 3. The count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shamrocks looking to extend this inning. They lead by 1. After that RBI single from Simmons. Here's the 3-2. That's upstairs, ball 4. Runners on first and second. The inning will continue. It's a critical walk there for San Benito. You walk the 9th batter. Now you flip the lineup over back to the top of the order. Jessica Frosto, the batter. Top of the order due up for the Shamrocks. 2 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Frosto 0 for 2 with a pop-up in the first and in the fourth. Reached on a walk and a run scored in the third. Silva fires in a strike. No balls and a strike to the batter Frosto. Acosta in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, but pulled back quickly. Count runs even, a ball and a strike. One on the way. 2 outs. Strike 2 called. Shamrocks have runners on first and second. The Lady Hounds looking to limit the damage here. Shamrocks took the 4-3 lead here in the inning. Here's the 1-2 from Silva. That's low and away and a good eye from Frosto. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And a 1-run lead here in the top of the 6th in a closely contested ball game. San Benito led 2-0 through the first 2 innings in the 3-run frame from Incarnate Word. The 2-2 slapped the other way, picked by Aguilar, the shortstop, over to first, not in time. Bases are going to be loaded. Both runners advance. Frosto is credited with the infield single. Now this brings up Zoe Acosta. 2 outs in the inning, outfield playing straight away. Now time called from San Benito skipper Denise Lita. Quick timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Come and enjoy 2 full days of Texas Fest on March 13 and 14 at the San Benito Fairgrounds. Experience the Battle of the Alamo. See the fabulous Grammy winner Elida Reina Yavante and legendary Jaime de Anda, plus Los Garcia Brothers, Sereno, H3, Grupo Ácido, huge car show, market days, and join the IBCA State Championship Cook-Off. Take in native Indian, folklorico, and Aztec dancers, Reyes dancing horses, and rock climbing wall and games. Don't miss Texas Fest in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally...
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Big spot here in this ball game. Bases full of Shamrocks. Zoe Acosta at the plate. 2 outs. Incarnate Word leads 4-3. They were able to get the go-ahead run on the RBI single from Simmons. First pitch missing, outer half of the plate for ball 1. Sienna Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. Acosta batting second in the order. This one's popped up to the right side. Garcia on the run, in and out of her glove, but it's a foul ball. Garcia had an opportunity to end the inning there. Fortunate for the Lady Hounds, that ball did not fall in fair territory. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Bases loaded. Big spot here in the ball game. If you're San Benito, you can get to the bottom half of the 6th, trailing by 1. You're in good shape. Popped up on the run. Garza making the basket catch for out number 3. Kate Garza showing off the leather there. They get out of the bases loaded jam midway through the 6th. 9-1-2, the order due up for San Benito. They trail by 1 on Rio Sports Live.
On quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. J's up!
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford. What is Truck Month? It's when all the trucks are discounted the most, because Hacienda Ford knows whether you're hauling tools to the job site, hauling the kids to practice, or simply hauling ass. Hacienda Ford has the truck for you. With over 300 Ford trucks in stock, you can quit dreaming about the Ford truck you've always wanted and wake up and drive it. Hacienda Ford Truck Month. Hacienda has it.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Elisa Bruvio leading it off for the Lady Hounds. They trail 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-1-2, the order due up for the Lady Hounds. Rubio showing bunt. Gutierrez in the circle. It's in for called strike one. Kate Garza waiting in the on-deck circle. Rubio's 0 for 1, grounded out in the 4th inning. Reached on an error back in the 2nd inning.
Foul ball for strike number 2.
That's a foul ball. Gutierrez gets ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow, Harlingen South's Quintana Muñiz will be signing her letter of intent to go play at Texas A&M Kingsville. We'll be out there covering that signing. Then I'll be making a stop at Harlingen High School at the Keys Academy just to get a little bit of a lay of the land on where we'll be setting up on Friday night. The 0-2 swung on right to the second baseman, Frosto, for out number 1.
Brings up now number 8 and at center field tonight. Garza for the Lady Hounds.
This brings up Kate Garza now. She's 2 for 3. A double and a run scored in the first, a single in the second, then flew out to center field on 1 pitch back in the 4th inning. Garza has displayed fine glove in center field, making a couple of key catches just on that last out in the top half of the frame. She got a late jump on the ball, and it was able to have the recovery speed to chase it down for a big out number 3 with the bases loaded. Garza ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. One out in the inning at the top of the order. Garza pops this one up. Frosto makes the catch. 2 down. Gutierrez really settling in here. Julissa Garcia will be the batter.
Out number 2. Brings up now number 5 and at second base tonight. Jessica Garcia for the Lady Hounds.
Julissa Garcia, the batter, had a single in the 4th. Laid down the sacrifice in the 1st inning. She's 1 for 1. First pitch missing, a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Count runs even, a ball and a strike. One on the way, 2 down, bottom of the 6th. This one popped up and unable to make the grab, but the ball is foul. For strike 2. Barida, the catcher, that one went off the netting. So the count will stay a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down in the inning. Lady Hounds looking for a rally here in the 6th. They trail by 1. Here's the 1-2. Missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 on the way. That's going to be a ground ball picked by the shortstop. Strong throw over to first, 6-3. Gutierrez retires the side in order. 1-2-3 as we head to the 7th. Incarnate Ward leads 4-3 on Real Sports Live.
San Benito. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're not leaving on the season. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the 7th inning, final inning here in San Benito. Incarnate Word looking to get out of the valley with a win. They lead 4-3. First pitch missing for a ball. Janessa Silva back in the circle for her 7th inning of work. 3-4-5, the order up for Incarnate Word. Sienna Rodriguez leading it off. She's 1 for 3. Rodriguez was retired in the 1st and in the 5th, and had a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning. That's when Incarnate Word tied up the ball game.
Strike number 1.
A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Silva gets the sign. And a sharply hit ball picked by Aguilar over to first, throws off line. That's going to be an infield single.
42 advances, first base. Brings up now number 16, Monet Padilla.
Monet Padilla, the batter.
For the Lady Shamrocks.
She's 0 for 3. Retired in the 1st and in the 5th on a ground ball to the shortstop Aguilar, and also flew out to Aguilar back in the 3rd. All 3 of her putouts to the shortstop. First pitch missing for a ball and no strikes.
Ball 1.
1-0 on the way. That pitch outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Upstairs for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes to count. Three-zero in the dirt, 4-pitch walk. Runners on first and second. Barida draws the walk. Carla Hernandez will come to the plate. Now Coach Denise Lira will make a change here. She's going to go to Emily Delgado, the freshman pitcher. So Delgado is going to warm up. Nobody down. Top of the 7th. San Benito trails by 1 here on Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus. Book your adventure today at trappedrgv.com.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Runners on first and second. New pitcher in the game. Emily Delgado, the freshman, steps into the circle. Laying down the bunt. Over to first. Sacrifice is in order. Both runners advance. Carla Hernandez puts the sacrifice down. So Silva is able to make it through 6 1/3. Still responsible for the 2 runners on the base paths. 1 out in the inning. Runners on second and third for Incarnate Word. Morgan Gutierrez now at the plate. Swinging on the first pitch. Garza on the run, makes the catch. Runners tagging. That's going to be a sacrifice fly. That's a big insurance run for Incarnate Word High School. They lead 5-3 on the sacrifice fly from Morgan Gutierrez. Simmons comes to the plate, got the go-ahead run to come in and score. 2 outs in the inning, a runner on second, 5-3. Shamrocks with the lead. Simmons is 1 for 1. Delgado's first pitch, high and away for a ball. Garza made the running catch, but not sure if she was aware that there was still 1 out in the inning and the runner on third. Now there's 2 outs in the inning. But the all-important insurance run comes across to score, and it's a 2-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for a strike. San Benito trails by 2. Incarnate Word able to get the go-ahead run in the 6th, added an insurance run in the 7th. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, heart of the order due up for San Benito. Gary Cisneros, Emily Delgado, and Jordan Ramos all due up. So a good spot if you're San Benito going into the bottom half of the 7th. Here's the 1-1. Chased on the rise ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Two outs in the inning. San Benito looking to get to the bottom half of the frame, only trailing by 2. Shamrocks able to get that important insurance run here on the sac fly. Delgado the pitcher, 1-2 on the way. This is a hard hit ball left field. This one's back. That's a foul ball. That had home run distance written all over it. Some kids giving chase. That's where the ball landed. Well over the 190 mark in left field. One, two on the way with 2 down. Simmons showing some pop in her bat. Digs back into the box. She's behind in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. San Benito trying to hold off that runner on second. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Gets the strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 3, 4, 5, the order due up. San Benito trails by 2. Last shot for a comeback here on Real Sports Live.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford. What is Truck Month? It's when all the trucks are discounted the most because Hacienda Ford knows whether you're hauling tools to the job site, hauling the kids to practice, or simply hauling ass. Hacienda Ford has the truck for you. With over 300 Ford trucks in stock, you can quit dreaming about the Ford truck you've always wanted and wake up and drive it. Hacienda Ford Truck Month. Hacienda has it.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, bottom of the 7th, last shot for San Benito. to rally back in this one. Gary Cisneros is 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a flyout. Cisneros swinging on the first pitch. Shoots that one foul. Cisneros struck out in the first and in the third and then flew out to right field in the 4th inning. Heavy hitters coming up for the Lady Greyhounds. Delgado and Ramos to follow. Tying run in the on-deck circle. It's a 2-run ball game. That pitch in tight for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Cisneros. 5-3 lead for Incarnate Word. Chopper to the pitcher, Gutierrez. And 1 down in the inning. This brings up Emily Delgado. Delgado takes that in for strike 1. Delgado 1 for 2, reached on an error in the first. Had a single and a run scored in the third, then flew out to the second baseman. Hard hit ball to the third base side, over to first, and in time for the 5-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down. This brings up Jordan Ramos. And the last shot for the Lady Hounds. So Gutierrez has definitely settled in here in this ball game. 4th, 5th, and 6th inning of shutout ball. Scattered 3 runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. First pitch in for a strike to Jordan Ramos. One on the way. Hard hit ball. This one's got a shot. That one's off the top of the wall and over, and that's a home run. Jordan Ramos. She'll take the tour. Touch them all, kid. That ball left in a hurry on the solo home run from Ramos. It's a 1-run ball game with 2 down. That's when you go back and you talk about how important was that insurance run from Incarnate Word. Just back in the top of the 7th inning on that sacrifice fly from Morgan Gutierrez. The Shamrocks don't get that run in. We're talking about a tie game. Faith Rodriguez, now the batter. She's the designated player. She's 2 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the 2nd. Grounded out in the 3rd. And had a single back in the 5th. Ball in the dirt. for ball one. Bethany Aguilar in the on-deck circle. A ball hit foul. So Gutierrez able to retire the first two batters, Cari Cisneros and Emily Delgado. Jordan Ramos able to belt the solo home run to cut this to a one-run game. A ball and a strike to Rodriguez. And that's low for ball two. Now if you are Rodriguez, just get on base any way you can. Draw a walk, hit by the pitch. Just get on base. Keep the line moving. That's high for ball three. Hitters count 3 balls and a strike. Bethany Aguilar in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-1 from Gutierrez. This one hit the other way. There to make the grab for out number 3, and that's the ball game. Final score from San Benito. Incarnate Word 5, San Benito 4. That's your final score. San Benito made it interesting towards the end. That last inning almost with a 2-out rally. The solo home run from Jordan Ramos cut it to 1. But that all-important insurance run on that sacrifice fly from Morgan Gutierrez was enough, as Incarnate Word will head back up to San Antonio a winner. Hacienda, she has it. Player of the game is going to be the pitcher Morgan Gutierrez for the Incarnate Word Shamrocks. 5-4, your final score from San Benito, saying so long and good night.